present. Colors.
Can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order. Colors. Pose. Colors. Order. Colors. Right. Face. Forward. March.
Please join me in welcoming our Student Council President, Haley Chin Armstrong.
Thank you, Ms. Burnett, Dr. Brake, board members, and faculty of OHS. And welcome, family and friends of the class of 2014. High school is all about learning. Learning about biology so you can mutilate a pig at the end of the year. Learning about Shakespeare so you can pretend you understood Romeo and Juliet without the help of Spark Notes. Learning about math so that way when you need to find the square root of 3.1415926, you can. And although these concepts are something I'll probably never use for the rest of my life, I did learn some great life lessons throughout my high school career. Lessons that weren't so concrete and have been gained through experiences I've had, friendships I've gained, and obstacles I've overcome. But most importantly, I've learned that 1, your past makes you who you are. Number 2, change is inevitable. And 3, everything happens for a reason. Number 1, your past makes you who you are. The best way you could possibly learn is through your experiences. Your past, whether good or bad, is full of experiences in which you've probably learned lessons better than any book could ever teach. They make you who you are. And whether it's college or the military or wherever you go, take what you've learned from your past and apply it to your lives. Without your past, you would not be you. And after all, there's no one alive who is youer than you. Change is inevitable. As we transition from high school to the rest of our lives, we're going to experience many changes. People say that this is one of the greatest changes of our lives, which is both liberating and terrifying. We are leaving the comfort zone of our home and our families and our friends, and we're going to learn to be on our own, whether we like to or not. Growing up is change, but it's going to be a good adventure. Number 3, everything happens for a reason. Though we don't really know what's going to occur in our lives or whether or not we've made the right decisions, we should be confident that no matter what happens to us, we're on our way to where we need to be. Marilyn Monroe once said, "Sometimes good things fall apart so that better things can fall together." High school has been a good 4 years, but we have better and greater things ahead of us. And even when those better and greater things fall apart, and they will, those things are happening for a reason, and you'll be on your way to where you need to be. So, class of 2014, as we leave this place tonight, I ask you to remember that OHS has made us who we are. We are going to change, but probably for the better. And no matter where we end up in our lives, there's a reason behind it. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. We're very proud to announce Owensboro High School's honor graduate. This is always a very special award, but this year it's extra special and a very difficult choice because this class has so many quality young people. Students are nominated and voted on by our teachers, and the criteria to qualify for this award are the following: excellence in academics, self-discipline, leadership, compassion, and attendance. The following student certainly represents all of these qualities. At this time, we would like to request the Owensboro High School honor graduate of 2014, T. Gay, to please stand and join us on the stage. Please help us in congratulating T. At this time, for your entertainment, the Owensboro High School Singers.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. Do you measure a year in daylights?
Thank you, Mrs. Wiggins and the choir. Please welcome Dr. Nick Brake, the Superintendent of Owensboro School District. He will now give the charge to the class.
Thank you, Ms. Burnett. Good evening. I will begin tonight with words from the class of 2014 reflecting on their time here at OHS. I quote, "Since my first day, you have welcomed me and made me feel like family. I'm part of the OHS family. Nobody can take that away from me. If it weren't for OHS, I never would have discovered my creative side. I will leave this school today knowing that OHS gave me my life back. Moving to Owensboro and OHS was the best thing to happen in my life. On my first day at OHS, I remember Miss Burnett saying to me, 'You're in good hands now,' and from that moment on, I have been. I'm happy to say I'm a Red Devil." These testimonials are part of what make me so proud as superintendent of this high school and this school system. I want to take a moment, and you'll join me in recognize and thank all of the people that make up Owensboro High School and the Owensboro Public Schools. Start with your teachers, first here at OHS that are assembled alongside you, but also the middle school, elementary schools, all the way down to preschool. Many of them are here tonight as your special guests. Let's recognize and thank them. Let's also thank your counselors, administrators, beginning with Miss Burnett and her great team, and all the others along the way. Include the staff members, from our office workers to the bus drivers that got you to school, cafeteria workers that fed you, the maintenance workers that made sure that our buildings were safe and clean, and the entire supporting cast that helped to make this day possible for you. And finally, I'd like to thank our Board of Education. They have had to make some difficult decisions to provide the correct resources and leadership for our district to be such a world-class learning organization. All of these groups together form the three pillars of our success: tradition, innovation, and excellence. This school district is a better place because of your accomplishments, class of 2014. You are now part of a proud tradition dating back to 1871. And I want to thank you. And I want to thank your family and friends that are here tonight celebrating this day with you. Graduates, take a moment, tip your hat, and say thank you to your parents and friends that are here tonight. And here now my charge to you. Leave tonight with confidence. Believe in yourselves. Don't let anyone put limits on you. Think about what you have already done to make it to this great day, and know that you can do anything you set out to do. Know that you can and will graduate from college, just as you are graduating from high school today. Know that you can and will have any job you want. Know that if you want to, you can have a family and provide for that family. Know that you can and will contribute in your own way to making the world a better place. Don't shy away from taking a risk, because fortune follows the bold. Class of 2014, you will always be extra special to me as the first graduating class as the new superintendent. As I complete my first year, I too am happy to say I'm a Red Devil. Congratulations and God bless you. You will always be a part of the proud tradition that is this high school, and you are always welcome here with open arms and love in our hearts. I'm proud of your accomplishments. Godspeed.
Thank you, Dr. Brake. Would Mr. John Blaney, Chairperson of the Owensboro Board of Education, please come forward? At this time, we present to you the 2014 senior class of Owensboro High School. We have checked their records and they meet the state as well as the Owensboro Board of Education requirements for graduation. We recommend you accept them at this time and request that their diplomas be issued. Let me assure you, other board members and parents, that the staff and administration of Owensboro High School have considered it a privilege and a pleasure to have worked with these young adults. We're extremely, extremely proud of this class.
Mrs. Burnett, as chairman of the Owensboro Board of Education, we accept our graduates have met all state and Owensboro Board of Education requirements for graduation, and we request their diplomas be issued. Mrs. Burnett, would you please issue the diplomas?
We will begin with our on-stage graduates, starting with our class president, Whitney Marie Galloway. Student Council President, Haley Chin Armstrong. And this year's honor graduate, T. Cabal Gay. And now we will proceed with the rest of the senior class. Antonio Marquis Acton. Brent Allen Adkins. Dakota Matthew Adkins. Manolo Ephraim Ahu Katom. Brandon Robert Alessi. Grayson Boyd Allen. Cole Robert David Alsop. Zachary Cole Anderson. Carrie Elizabeth Odd. Pugh A. Taylor Lee Bays. Hannah Lynn Baker. Jesse James Barker. Latasha Marie Barnes. Nature Marie Barnett. Michael Allen Edward Stephen Barrows. Nielsen Tyler Reinerson. Dathian Devonte Bell. Jeremy Ruel Benito Cruz. Savannah Danielle Berry. Samantha Margaret Blackburn. Christopher Logan Blue. Allison Faye Bolin. Patsy Lynn Bolin. Ashley Nicole Boone. Nicholas Allen Boone. Ramil Trevez Bowman. Carl Jonathan Taylor Boyd. Caleb Andrew Bracken. Savannah Nicole Bray. Branson Coleman Brooks. Jalen Tyrell Brooks. Bailey Wade Brown. Chantel Louise Brown. Hannah Elizabeth Brown. Zachariah Michael Burden. Haley Aaron Burr. Missionary Shatan Burrows. Rasheem DeMarkel Burris. Anthony Robert Buzzard. Austin Lee Buzzard. Jacob Thomas Carson. Charisma Shania Carbon. William Ellis Carpenter Calhoun. James Matthew Chambers. Nicholas Anthony Champagne. Olivia Marie Champion. Skylar Credence Chilton. Catherine Meredith Vallada Clark. Tyler Austin Cockrum. Benny Heath Kaufman. Jamon Tyree Cosby. Sarah Faye Catherine Gow. Chad Edward Cox. Dylan Trey Crabtree. Jordan Thais Crabtree. Trenton Joseph Cundiff. Malik Montre Curry. Erica Shea Curtis. Jonah Matthias Damon. Preston Blake Doherty. Via Gabrielle Doherty. Justin Lamar Davis. Shy Lynn DeLacy. Austin Christopher Denson. Carlin LaRon Dillard Jr. Navy Rashay Dixon. Khalil Malik Douglas. Andrew Joseph Doobie. Darian Deontay Dull. James Tyler Elliott. Sarah Kathleen Flaherty. Maximilian Alexander Fleischman. David Michael Ford. Emily Catherine Freilich. James Michael Fulkerson. Tiana Lynn Gerard. Ethan Douglas Glenn. Zane Christopher Glass. Cynthia Dawn Goldsberry. Cody Scott Glover. Madison Taylor Graves. Elizabeth Lockwood Gordon. Alexis Cheyenne Hall. Bree Ann Greer. Keeley Shane Ham. Bailey Asher Hall. Wesley Dale Harden. Crystal Nicole Haseman. Raven Nicole Hester. Sarah Nell Catherine Hibbs. Kayla Marie Hill. Hayden Michael Hobgood. Justin Michael Hollingsworth. Haley Hope Hoskins. Dylan Lee Howard. Michael Ray Hudson. Christina Marie Hughes. Landon Ray Hunter. Ricky Lynn Eidlet. Aaliyah Nicole James. Brandon Michael Johnson. Keslin Aitha Michael Johnson. Cody Paul Johnson. Desiree Briera Johnson. Lastira Nina Coricia Johnson. Austin Dean Jones. Cody Alexander Jones. Dakota Addison Jones. Joseph Nathaniel Kaminsky. Rachel Ann Keeley. Lucas Scott Keller. Theron Todd Keller. Jalen Drayshawn Kelly. Matthew LaRon Kelly. Alexander Mackenzie Kahn. Austin Lee Kimmel. Leonard Allen Kizak Jr. Kelsey Marie Cluck. Dalton Lee Knight. Matthew Thomas Leach. David Bradley Likes. Joseph Franklin Lestage II. Brianna Morgan Lester. Colton Byron Lester. Mary Hazel Liu. Sento Janae Litzy. Derek Austin Lindsay. Shelby Jordan Long. Chase Kyler Ling. Nathan Allen Main. Anthony James Little. James Shalik Mapp. Justin Nicholas Raiden Luck. Christian Rafe Martin. John Caleb Mann. Alyssa Star Martinez. David Earl Marsh. Natalie Colleen Mathis. Philandra Devon Martin. Savannah Darling Maxberry. Cody Wayne Mason. Ariana Lace McCubbins. Chase Thompson Mattingly. Na May. Daquisha Michelle McBride. David Wayne Matheny Rodriguez. Eric Stephen McGuire. Johnston D'Italian Miller. Helen Elizabeth Merritt. Jennifer Lee Minton. Bridget Lee Miller. Jasmine Alexis Mormon. Katie Erin Mills. Jamichael Malik Morton. Stephen Logan Moore. Brittany Nicole Murphy. Kaylin Elise Morrow. Jared Ray O'Brien. Ahmad Nasser Muhammad. Geraldine Marie Oliver. Jonathan Robert Nail. Adrian Lynn Owsley. Eric Samuel Oglesby. Shivan Sharish Patel. Layman Douglas O'Neill. Preston Scott Payne. Zakia Rochelle Owsley. Jonathan Scott Phelps. Jasmine Nicole Payne. Evan Michael Phillips. Delaquan Olajuwon Peterson. Brandon Wesley Powell. Tiana Cheyenne Michelle Phelps. Sierra Lydia Ramos Pylan. Jared Michael Piper. Dominique Samosha Robinson. Jonathan Bradley Pointer. Jordan Sharon Salwester. Jarrett Andrew Roberts. Dylan Christopher Schuler. Nevy Jane Rowe. Stephen Chase Shacklet. Joyce Haley Scalf. Anthony Ray Schaus. Francis Yvonne Seaton. Sasha Michael Smith. Joletta Nicole Schock. Hayden Scott Sovar. Quante Devance Smith. Kathleen Corin Spangler. Sydney Blythe Smith. Jacob Douglas Gabriel Stallings. Liliana Calofetti Sosa. Haley Marie Stats. Austin Philip Stallings. Ashley Michelle Stewart. Jarrett Skylar Stewart. Samuel Scott Stickler. Reagan Leanne Stallings. Amber Lee Strong. Morgan Lee Stats. Brandy Danielle Swanigan. Maura Delaney Stovall. Angel Nicole Thomas. Samuel Greer Sturgis. Orion Lee Thone. Jordan Maurice Taylor. Chandler Keith Turner. Chelsea Michaela Thompson. Jonathan Lynn Ulrich. Samantha Dawn Tucker. William Bandy Van Winkle. Autumn Alexis Nicole Tutt. Courtney Renee Vinson. Amber Nicole Vanover. Marissa Janae Walker. Uter Camilio Velasquez Gonzalez. Joshua Logan Ward. Hasur Ku Hua. Joseph Alonzo Wells. Tarika Lafaya Walls. Elizabeth Ann Whitehouse. Kian Liddell Washington. Lewis Angel Wilhite. Adam Stephen Whitehouse. Cassandra Lynn Williams. Slade Keenan Whitaker Linares. Emma Joe Wilson. Haley Dawn Willett. Shayna Brianna Wimsett. Michael Dylan Willoughby. Megan Kennedy Woodruff. Sean Michael Wilson. Christian Markel Woods. Zachary Scott Winder. Keith Adrian Woosley. Anthony Alexander Wooten. The class of 2014.
Ladies and gentlemen, Whitney Marie Galloway, the president of the senior class.
Thank you, Ms. Burnett. Children think growing up is the greatest. Kids long to be older than they are. They want freedom. They want to drive. They want to graduate so that they can do whatever they want without school getting in the way. I know that was always my mindset, and I think it's safe to say that at some point, all of you in here thought that everything would be awesome if you could just grow up. However, once you're there, you realize it's not all it's cracked up to be. Things start to get a bit scary. You have to start making decisions that will affect you forever, and you're pretty much on your own. Growing up isn't so much the beginning of life as it is the ending of the most important years of your life. There's a universal truth that we all have to face, whether we want to or not. Everything eventually ends. And as much as I've looked forward to this day, our graduation, I've always disliked endings. The last day of summer, the final chapter of my favorite book, sorry, parting ways with a close friend. But endings are inevitable. Leaves begin to fall, you close the book, and you say goodbye. Today is one of those days for us. Today we say goodbye to everything that was familiar, everything that was comfortable. We're moving on. But what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Just because we're leaving what we knew and approaching what we don't know, there are some people who are so much a part of us, they'll be with us no matter what. We're all in this together. The friendships we've made with our classmates and the lessons we've learned from our teachers and parents will always be a part of us. They're our solid ground. They're our North Star. They're the small, clear voices in our hearts that will be with us always. Thank you. Will the class of 2014 please stand with me?
Owensboro.